All right, so we restart our discussion from the same point. So I was trying to elaborate the difference between the cause and effect, and as I told you, that this is not necessary that one effect is due to one cause. One effect could be of multiple causes, right? And same is the case that there could be, you can say,
इसके लिए सर एक
one
एग्जांपल है
cause
कि
can,
जैसे
G.
इसकी ये है, जैसे टाइफाइड की वजह से भी बुखार हो सकता है, गला खराब होने की वजह से भी
से भी बुखार हो
बुखार हो
सकता है।
सकता है किसी और
जी
वजह
जी
से।
जी,
तो ये सारी की सारी चीज ये डिफरेंट
बिल्कुल
उसी के
बिल्कुल
वो है।
बिल्कुल. And same is the case, like for example, it is not necessary that typhoid will only cause temperature. Typhoid will
Yes,
not
sir.
only cause, you can say, nahi, the typhoid is a cause. So the effect will be not only a temperature. Effect will be that your digestion system is not
Weakness,
working,
sir.
right? Weakness, you will get weak, और कुछ जो भी मेडिकल अगर है तो नहीं. Anyway, we can still, you
सर
can
ये
reconnect it with engineering technology, or you can say we can consider it in our material world. So we can say, for example, whenever we are talking about, for example, production capacity, and we say for our project we have to carry out that much of production capacity. So if, for example, we say if the production capacity variates, so we say the variation is effect. Now what have caused that variation? That can be, there could be a multiple causes. For example, power failure,
Yes.
accident, absence of human resource, uh,
Yes.
uh, fault in the machinery, etc., etc. So
Machinery.
there could be a multiple causes that can affect a lower production. And same is the case that a power failure will not only cause a reduction in production capacity, but it may cause other problems as well, or
Yes.
bring more effects as well. Okay.
सर ये लास्ट स्लाइड के अंदर एक लाइन थी डिस्टिंक्ट वाली,
हाँ, यहाँ
जिसके
पे
अंदर आई थिंक था वो डिस्टिंक्ट कॉज डिस्टिंक्ट इवेंट्स दैट आर अनसर्टेन
जी,
बट कैन बी क्लियरली डिस्क्राइब।
डिस्क्राइब
तो
जी.
सर ये डिस्टिंक्ट इवेंट्स जो से होते हैं ये हर एक इनका स्कोप जो सा होता है एक प्रोजेक्ट होता है, या अब एक प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर ये एक बार ये
नहीं
इवेंट
देखें,
आ गया है?
सो यहाँ पे हमने कह रहे हैं कि we are not considering under one project, we are considering under the umbrella of project, then umbrella of program, then umbrella of portfolio, and then umbrella of enterprise. ठीक है, तो हमें ओवरऑल
जी
देख रहे हैं.
सर।
तो वो कहते हैं कि ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए भी हो सकता है, यानी एंटरप्राइज के लिए भी, पोर्टफोलियो के लिए भी, प्रोग्राम के लिए भी, और प्रोजेक्ट के लिए भी. अब ये जो डिस्टिंक्ट होती है ना, डिस्टिंक्ट इवेंट, दैट इज एक्चुअली एक्सपीरियंस, या हमारे जो नॉलेज बेस है उसमें पहले से ही क्या है, वो एग्जिस्ट करता है, एक्सपीरियंस हो चुका हुआ है, तो वो हम कहते हैं डिस्टिंक्ट है. और जो मोर जनरल कंडीशन है, वो यूजुअली यानी ऐसी चीजें हैं कि जो कि हमने एक्सपीरियंस नहीं की पास्ट में,
जी
तो वो आएंगी. ठीक है, तो इट इट
ठीक
देयर
है सर।
स्कोप is not only for the project, but it is for the program as well as for portfolio and as well as for
तो
enterprise.
तो अब ये जो सी हम एक ये एग्जांपल कर रहे थे टाइफाइड और वो जो
हाँ
सी
जी जी
टेम्परेचर वाली है,
जी जी जी.
तो जो सा जो टाइफाइड है वो फिर डिस्टिंक्ट इवेंट होगा?
हाँ, दीज आर, यू कैन से, डिस्टिंक्ट इवेंट. हम कहते हैं कि फॉर एग्जांपल इंसान को क्या क्या हो सकता है, तो हम कहते हैं ये भी हो सकता है, ये भी हो सकता है. और कभी कभार आप देख लेते हैं कि फॉर एग्जांपल आप जाते हैं डॉक्टर के पास, आप कहते हैं मुझे टेम्परेचर है, वो देखता है, आपसे पूछता है कि
जी
आपका
सर।
टेम्परेचर कितना रहा है, 100 रहा है, 99 रहा है, ये रहा है. तो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट इंटरव्यू वो आपको कहता है आप मलेरिया टेस्ट करें, आप टाइफॉइड टेस्ट करें, क्योंकि उनको लगता है कि ये सिम्टम्स है. एंड समटाइम्स दे फाइंड आउट कि ये दोनों टेस्ट क्लियर है, तो वो क्या करते हैं, तो फिर वो अनस्पेसिफाइड यानी वो मोर जनरल की तरफ जाना शुरू करते हैं, इन्वेस्टिगेट करना शुरू कर देते हैं कि यार क्या कॉज हो सकता है. ठीक है, यानी आप
ठीक है
देखते
सर।
हैं कि कुछ लोगों को टेम्परेचर होता है और वो कॉमन सिम्टम्स होते हैं, या तो
जी
मतलब टाइफाइड है, या गला खराब है, या मलेरिया है. और कुछ होता है टाइफाइड होता है नहीं, टेम्परेचर होता है, पता ही नहीं लग रहा, तो उसको फिर इन्वेस्टिगेट करना पड़ता है. और वो जर्नल, अब देखें इन्वेस्टिगेट करने के लिए उनके पास वो जर्नल क्या है. अब वो देखते हैं कि अच्छा ये नहीं हुआ, तो वो कहेंगे अच्छा तुम अपना ब्लड सेल्स ये कर दो, वो कर दो, तो वो try to reach the cause. They are trying to reach the cause. Now वो journal conditions तो उनको पता है कि human body journal function कैसी करती है. वो journal function को टेस्ट करना शुरू करते थे कि कौन से function में actually खराबी शुरू हो गई है जो कि cause कर रही है ये टेम्परेचर. ठीक है
सर, ये अब ये कोरोना था, ये अब तकरीबन 6 months हो गए हैं इस सिचुएशन में.
वेरी गुड जवार, आपने तो जबरदस्त कर दिया है कि जो कोरोना था, अब वो एक जर्नल तो हमें पता था कि वबा होती हैं. हमने पीछे जो स्पेनिश फ्लू था, we have experienced that. We have experienced, for example, different other, you can say, those pandemics as well. So it was very much general, but there you can say probability was uncertain. No one know that it would happen, but it have happened. Now, when it have happened for the very first time, so for example, for the very first time when the people were getting sick, so the doctors were trying to find out, okay, you have got sore throat, you have got this kind of condition, but when they have tried investigating, so they find out, for example, this is not the cause. Sore throat is not because there is something else. And then you can say going with that journal, you can say categories. So on journal categories, they were able to investigate the coronavirus.
ठीक है, वो स्टार्ट के अंदर ये डिस्टिंक्ट वो समझते रहे थे.
हाँ,
फिर
स्टार्ट में तो
ये
यानी तो साथ में तो यही था ना, लोग कह रहे थे कि मेरा गला दुख रहा है, तो उन्होंने कहा कि यार ये गले की है. फिर उन्होंने कहा कि ज्यादा लोग आ रहे हैं, ज्यादा लोग शिकायत कर रहे हैं, तो उन्होंने कहा एक तो ये होता है ना कि जब ज्यादा लोग शिकायत करने लगते हैं तो डॉक्टर कहते हैं वायरल है, वायरल है. और फिर वायरल में भी उन्होंने देखे कि इनकी तो सिम्टम्स ही चेंज होते जा रहे हैं, और देन दे हैव रियलाइज्ड कि ये डिस्टिंक्ट नहीं है, ये वो दूसरा वाला है. ठीक है, जर्नल है.
ठीक है सर, क्लियर हो गया. थैंक यू सो मच.
यू वेलकम. अच्छा जी, नाउ I will only, you can say, continue for 5-6 minutes more. And though my objective was to cover all of this, you can say section 2. Okay? But I don't think so that we will be able to cover all of it. Let me see how much. Now we have some things. So now this is 2.3, which is domain of risk management. Can anyone comment on that? What are domains of risk management, or what are domains?
Range, sir.
Range. Okay. And then
domain और हदूद, जो हदूद होते हैं कि कितने कहाँ तक रिस्क मैनेजमेंट पे जा सकते हैं.
हाँ, स्कोप भी कह सकते हैं इसको.
स्कोप कह सकते हैं सर. बिल्कुल सर, इस तरह मतलब कि अगर आप इसको इन टर्म्स ऑफ फिजिकल देखें कि एक कमरा है तो उसकी रूफ टॉप से लेके आपके फ्लोर जो है वो उसके जो अंदर है ना वो रेंज है, और रूफ टॉप और फ्लोर को मिला के जो है वो डोमेन है. डोमेन एक होल बॉडी है.
तो यानी आप वॉल्यूम की बात कर रहे हैं.
बिल्कुल वॉल्यूम.
ठीक है. अच्छा, यहाँ पे अब डोमेन्स ऑफ रिस्क है या डोमेन्स ऑफ रिस्क मैनेजमेंट? We are now domains of risk management. We are not talking about domains of risk. We are talking about domains of risk management. So by the way, what is risk management? How would you can say define risk management? What is risk management? Simple term.
Sir, systematic way.
Systematic way of what?
To managing a risk.
To manage
or to handling a risk.
To handling a risk. Okay. Anyone else? Sabahat have said it is a systematic way of managing a risk. Anyone else? Risk management. See, we have just talked about positive risk, negative risk. We have talked about opportunity. We have talked about threats. So you can use all of these terminology. And in risk management, you will say risk management is a process. It is an approach in order to eliminate what? Eliminate opportunity or threats?
Threats, sir.
Eliminate threats. Or we can use another word. Instead of, you can say, a process of eliminating, we can say process of overcoming. Overcoming what? Threats.
Negative risk.
Right? And then capitalizing, exploiting,
Opportunities.
or you can say optimizing what? Positive risk or
Opportunities.
opportunities. So we say this process or this approach will be known as risk management in simple
Risk
words, right?
management.
We are not. So right here we say domains of risk management. We say, okay, now in order to eliminate threats, in order to, you can say, overcome threats, what is their range? Up to what extent this risk management committee will be working or risk owner will be working. So that will come under his or her range. So that will be known as domain. So we are talking about domain of risk management. It means the risk management process covers what areas, the risk management process cover what activities, right? So risk management is an integrated framework at the organization level, or you can say it is that spans the organization level. So risk management is an integrated framework. It means the risk management does not work in isolation. It does not work, you can say, in isolation from the other processes, ongoing processes. You cannot eliminate that. That works in integration. And it is working in integration in such framework that spans the organization level. It means on each level, it works in distinct way. For example, level 1, level 2, level 3. It means that, for example, the risk management domain remain on the line level. It is separate. Then on the you can say middle level of management, it is separate. Then on top level management, it's separate, and it is spanning over that. For example, you will find out on top management, the risk domain is very high, and whenever you are coming to the downward position, the risk domain become very, you can say, lower. For example, one is manager, portfolio manager, one is program manager, and one is risk, the project management, right? I have given you the name of portfolio manager, program manager, and project management. Whose span is greater?
Portfolio
Portfolio
management.
The portfolio manager span is greater. He will be looking for the overall risk that exists in the portfolio, what he is holding. Whereas the program manager will be only responsible or looking for
Project.
program, what
Programs.
he is handling.
Related programs.
Very good. He will be only, you can say, looking for that related program. For example, we say, who is the coordinator for MSEM? So he will be only looking for MSEM, that is Master of Science for Engineering Management. And then person who is responsible for MSPM, he will be separate. Whereas there will be an HOD who will be responsible for all of these programs, what he is
Management sciences.
controlling. Right. Yes. So that's how, for example, we understand what is the span of you can say risk management. It is integrated framework that span organization level, that it spans, it covers the different organization level at different level. So on the lower level, the span is less. On the top level, the span is high. The aim of risk management is not prediction. It is not appropriate. Not only prediction, all right? I have missed the word not only. You need to add right here. Not only. The aim of risk management is not only prediction. It means that in risk management, the objective is not achieved if you see that these are the causes of risk. Whenever you identify the risk, what you have done, you have forecasted, you have make prediction that the probability of this is that much, probability of that is that much, the impact of this is that much, impact of this is that much. And you say, okay, we have given you a plan. And you say, we have done the risk management. No, you have not. Prediction is just a part. So in a whole sum, what is risk management? It is not only the prediction, rather, it is to develop the means to support the achievement or organizational objective. Keep in mind, your risk management approach when I have said that it is somehow the process of eliminating threat, it is the process of optimizing the opportunity. You have not, you can say, managed the risk if you have eliminated all the threats and you have optimized all of the opportunity, but you have failed to reach to the organizational objective. If you have failed to reach to the organizational objective, would you consider that risk management approach as appropriate, successful? Not.
No.
You may have succeeded on the project level, but you have failed on the program level. And if you have failed on the program level, you have failed on the portfolio level. And if you have failed on the portfolio level, you have failed on the enterprise level. So we will say, no, the risk management objective is not only prediction, but it is to ascertain, to assure that we support the achievement of organizational objective. Ibadi, you want to ask something?
Sorry, sir, there is nothing.
All right, so organizational objective, it means that it provide the means, or we develop the means to support the achievement of organization objective 1. Second, the realization of strategic vision, what the organization have set in its, you can say, vision. So reaching that vision, in order to support the organization to reach to its vision, will be known as risk management. And then organizational to creation of value. When we are helping the organization in creation of its value, we will consider that it will be considered as successful risk management strategy or successful risk management, right? So successful risk management is supporting or creating the means for the organization to achieve its objective, to reach its vision, and create value for the organization. Any question in this? And then risk management strongly influence decision making at the enterprise, portfolio, program, and project level. Definitely, we say the risk management will provide the policies. The risk management provide, you can say, the rules that if something happens, what is the set decision for that? For example, if something, for example, if it start raining, so that is cause. So we say we have strengthened our decision making by providing a clear guideline that whenever in our construction side, whenever the rain starts, so what will be our corrective action, how we will be continuing our operations, what are the standards. So it influenced the decision making, right? So it strongly influenced the decision making at the enterprise level. It means overall portfolio, program, and project level. It means at every level, it clarified decisions that in different causes, in different condition, what certain decision will be taken. So it does not, you can say, take long times in order of decision making. If you have good risk management approach and system, it means you have clarified the decision making process. And then finally, the various perceptions and perspective regarding risk management in each portfolio, program, and project management domain feed into one another in iterative, interactive, and dynamic manner. We are talking about these. These are different levels. So it says the perception and perspective of risk management feeds into one another. It means this feed into this feed into this feed into this. And also this provide guideline to this determine and provide a guideline to this, and this then determine, provide guideline to project. Right? It is then provided in the next slide. If I go to the slide, sorry. right here. So, sorry. So we are talking about this diagram. So the risk management do what? It provide a feed. The strategy identify the business risks, threats, and opportunity, and then translate the risk management strategy into action. And that strategy then feeds into portfolio. It means it provide what? These strategies are carried out on the enterprise level. And whenever these strategies are laid down, a vision is laid down, so that vision, that strategies then provide, you can say, a kind of feed for the portfolio, that how you have to create a portfolio, what should be your risk appetite, what should be accepted, what should be rejected, etc. And then that portfolio then translates strategic objective into organizational value and capability. It is dependent on that. Right? Then this portfolio provide a feed. You can see these are cascading. This affect this is then cascadingly affect the programs. It means the portfolio. Then, for example, actually the strategy is the overall organization vision. It is derived from the vision. Whenever it is derived from the vision, so the vision will provide a guideline of what type of portfolio we are going to retain. Then whenever we are talking about portfolio, that we have to retain such kind of portfolio which create that much of value. So that portfolio will then make a selection criteria for what programs. Whether should we keep this program with us or not, whether we include this program or whether we exclude this program, it will be carried out in what? Portfolio. Whenever it is done by the portfolio, then the program by itself will be then identifying that in our program, which project we are required to keep or we have to eliminate, we have to hold. So these are feeding each other in cascading manner. But these are providing guidelines, these are affecting each other that you have to do in this such and such manner. But whenever a risk arises, so for example, if we loses on a project, it will impact our program. If we loses in our program, it will impact on our portfolio. And if we loses on our portfolio, it will impact on our vision and main strategies, right? So that's it for today. If you have any question, you can ask in this manner, or otherwise I would ask you people to please send only your IDs, not your names. Only IDs, not names, right? Only send your IDs for your attendance. Mashallah, today we have got
हमाद शाह की सर अटेंडेंस ने कहा था आपको बता दें।
जी जी जी, किसने कहा था?
मैं उनकी आईडी भी सेंड कर दूं।
हमाद
जी सर,
जी जी जी,
लास्ट सेशन में वो नहीं थे ना, उन्होंने कहा था कि आपको सर रिमाइंड करवा दें कि वो
ठीक है।
आप अटेंडेंस लगा दें।
मैं तमाम जो आपके चैट आए हुए थे उसको बाद में मॉनिटर कर रहा था।
ओके,
ठीक है। So everyone, if everyone have sent their IDs and they have no question, so they can enjoy their free time, take a rest. You have class tomorrow as well. Have a good dinner, offer your Isha, and then get to sleep. So you can have a fresh mind for tomorrow lecture.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hey,
I want to discuss something with you.
please, please. Yes, Aruj.
Sir,
Oh,
मैंने
Aruj,
आपको
sorry,
mail की
sorry,
थी
you
regarding
have
my
sent
group.
me email. Aruj, there was a very hectic routine in last couple of days.
Sir, it's okay.
I have seen your email that we have sent an email, but sorry, I could not read it. I could not reply to respond to that. I will read it today, and inshallah, I will try to respond to that.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Sir,
Allah
Assalamu alaikum.
Hafiz, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz.